Hey guys, one of my favorite things to do in Korea is visit the palaces because I'm infatuated with history. I love looking at the beautiful ancient architecture. I love seeing how daily life used to function, and I'm really curious, what did they eat back then? So today, I'm gonna find out. But to do that, I think I need to change into something more appropriate. Here we go. How do I look? Got quite a few stares as I walked into the restaurant. I guess no one told him the emperor was showing up today. I'm at the Hanmiri restaurant here in Seoul. I'm about to embark on a 9-course imperial food adventure. And of course, the number 9 is very significant because number 9 in Chinese culture and in Korean culture means longevity. And if you're the emperor, you want to be the emperor for as long as you can. This is literally what the emperor of Korea would eat back in the day. And for my meal, I'm opting for plan number B, which includes stewed beef ribs, steamed king prawn, pan-fried beef,
assortment of 9 Korean foods and wraps, Korean royal fire pot, grilled tenderloin and pine mushrooms, a special seasonal dish, marinated abalone, and grilled ginseng beef.
Now, I don't know if the emperor actually wore this when he ate because it's beautiful, but it's very cumbersome. I mean, getting your sleeves on your food seemed really easy to do in this getup. Oh, and check this out, guys. When the emperor back in the day wants to take some food photos for, I don't know, Imperial-gram, he has to get his phone out from his sleeves because this is where they keep stuff. There's no other pockets. And then take his food photos. And upload. All right, let's literally roll up our sleeves and dig in. First course, pumpkin porridge. All the silverware here, this is made out of brass. And that's because there's a fear of poisoning for the emperor, and the brass will change color when it comes in contact with poison. So this is very traditional dishware. It looks like it has a little date floating on top. I don't think there's actually any rice in here. This is just all pureed pumpkin. Ooh, that is really pumpkin-y. That just tastes like Halloween in a good way. Flavorful Halloween. A sweet, really, really creamy. I'm supposed to eat a spoonful of the pumpkin porridge and then a spoonful of the water kimchi. Wow. It's very vinegary and peppery. And then another spoonful of this. So you just like go back and forth. This is really good. I forgot something. I just ate that pumpkin congee and I wasn't paying attention to the spoon. I don't know if it changed color or not. Let me just test one of these dishes just to be safe. Okay. No change in color. I think I'm good. The japchae, this is actually a really special dish that's usually only made for holidays, special occasions, because this dish is actually really hard to make, or time consuming to make. You have to stir fry each of the ingredients separately and then mix it together. I like this because it is extremely sesame-y. It's got little bits of sesame and doused with sesame oil, crispy vegetables, and glass noodles. That's why it's so addictive. This is Pianci. This is a very imperial dish. It's green bean noodles, and it looks like it has some preserved veggies. It has bean sprouts, and it looks like seaweed in here. That's a dish made for a king. The sprouts are my favorite part of this dish. Really crunchy, flavorful, but the noodles are very springy, extremely light. And of course, this is just salad. I don't even know if the emperor of Korea actually has salad back then. I mean, ask yourself, if you're the emperor, you could have any dish on the face of this planet, you're gonna ask for a salad? That's like having Gordon Ramsay as your personal chef and asking for a Caesar. This is stewed ribs or stewed kalbi. It looks like it has some radish in here, beautiful stewed pieces of beef. This nasty thing, what are you doing here? Emperors do not eat broccoli. Isn't that better now that thing is gone? Some mushrooms, carrots, and just a tiny bit of broth. I bet you this is good. Excuse me, can the emperor get a straw, please, for the soup? Also, broccoli was found on the emperor's plate. Now, I don't know who the imperial chef is, but I think he needs to be fired or beheaded or one of the two. I've just made my first imperial decree. No broccoli is ever allowed again on imperial grounds. Yeah, it's good to be the king. This beef looks like it's been braised so nicely. Oh. So beefy and tender. It's a little sweeter than I like, but that stew's so nice too. All that flavor is just kind of trapped in that piece of meat. The emperor approves. Oh, I found a piece. Look at this. This is like 50% fat. Now I know it's a little sweet, so I'm gonna just add a little chili on there. This is yukjang. First of all, look at how beautiful it is. It's just a beautiful piece of beef. A little garlic on top, scallions, some pickled vegetables on the side, and let me just, oh wow. Do you guys see how easily this thing is breaking apart? Oh, it's chewy because of the sticky rice flour, but somehow the meat breaks down so perfectly well. This is the grilled tenderloin and pine mushroom. It's on a rock because back in the day, we didn't have gas and burners. And oh, what is this thing doing here? I said no broccoli. Ugh, I'm telling you, heads are gonna roll. Look at this. I just love how this heated. Oh, that is a beautiful charred smoky flavor. Oh my God. This piece looks like it has a little more fat content, and I'm just gonna pair that up with a mushroom. Who says things weren't good back then? I mean, they might not have had a functioning sewer system and there was no AC in the summer, but dang, do they know how to grill a steak. This is Royal Singsono, basically Royal Hot Pot. Looks like it's got a lot of different things going on for it. Some jujubes, ginkgo nuts, shrimp, mushrooms, carrots, ginger, pepper. It's colorful and this is so adorable. I'm really curious how this soup tastes. Oh, all hail the emperor, that's good. Wow. I mean, there's definitely a lot of ingredients, so you expect this soup to be really rich in flavor. It's not overly heavy, it's just light and aromatic and flavorful. I'm really curious to taste some of these ingredients. It's a prehistoric dumpling. Oh, that's a good dumpling. Inside, I mean, it's gorgeous. Emperor likey. This is the ultimate imperial food. This is called Kujarpan. Ku means 9 and pai means plate. It has little crepes in the middle and just little ingredients all around. Squash, pork, egg yolk, preserved veggies, seaweed, fern, carrots, and egg whites. And you're supposed to wrap it up in these little miniature crepes. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of everything. And the sauce is a little wasabi sauce. Here we go. Multi-use sleeves. That was really good. That bite was just so light and airy and chewy. This is like the anti-Kim Kardashian dish. No drama whatsoever. All the flavors blend so well with each other. I mean, 9 ingredients got together, instantly became friends, and just complement each other so well. That is fantastic. Mwah. This is dok garbi. Dok means rice cake. So they mixed rice cake in with the beef. And oh wow, this is just falling apart. And again, it's sizzling on a stone. Who needs a stove, right? Wow, the sauce is sweet. There's elements of sesame, garlic, fantastic. Also back then, there was a job called the Imperial food tester. And this guy had the best and worst job in the world because he gets to eat all the Imperial dishes cooked for the emperor. But at the same time, those dishes might also contain poison and he might die. So I don't know, is it worth it to eat the best foods in the world, but you might die? I think so. No regrets. You gotta live your life for something, right? Might as well live it for food. This is the jellyfish chilled veggies with some slices of beef, some radish, cucumbers, carrots on the top. Oh, I'm always down for some good jellyfish. Some of you might think of jellyfish and you might be thinking, oh, it's kind of slimy, but it's quite the opposite. It's really clean and super crunchy. Oh, that's wonderful. Some jellyfish with some garlic and some vinegar. I love this jellyfish dish, but it's so garlicky. Can the emperor please get a mint here? And this looks like roasted abalone. Wow. They give you every part of the abalone. That's so tender. Look at this. The sauce is inside the shell. I could taste the flame that this thing was roasting on. Tender, sweet, excellent. Next up, we have some traditional tofu stew. And of course, some banchan to go with it. Oh. It is also musical. Wow, that tofu is really soft. I mean, look at the dance. Look at it wiggle. This is the tofu wiggle. I love it if somebody would walk onto the dance floor and be like, this is the tofu wiggle. Tofu wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Like.
It was really surprising. I think this might actually be the best Korean tofu soup I've ever had.
So soft. So delicious.
So fit for a king. This is to top rice cake, and paired with it is some plum tea. I love that they have these little jujube spirals on basically everything. Wow, it is very powdery. And on the inside, it looks like there's some nuts in here. Maybe not my favorite thing because the flavor is almost a bit salty. So it's kind of wandering the lines between salty and sweetness. Actually, it's good. The more you chew it, because there's a lot of nuts in here, the more everything just kind of breaks down together, then it becomes really fragrant, almost like a flowery taste. It tastes like the spring. Well, that's it. That's a meal that the Korean emperor used to eat. I feel like this meal is the most fun, the most educational, the most culturally connected meal I've had since being in Korea. And yeah, it's really tasty as well. In this whole experience, wearing this wardrobe with this belt that doesn't really fit me. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be like this, but come on. But it's good, you know, so I can eat until all the way out here. I actually kind of feel like, I don't know, it's just stepping back in time and enjoying the life of an emperor for the past hour. And now that I'm stuffed, I think I'm gonna go take a walk in my royal palace. But again, guys, this has been so much fun. The food, absolutely delicious. If you wanna do something like this, I'll list out where I got this wardrobe, and I'll put the information, of course, for the restaurant, so you can check it out as well and enjoy the Imperial experience on your next trip to Korea. I mean, you don't have to dress like I did, but this is really cool. But guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. Of course, as always, until we eat again, I'll see you later.